This rivalry has been brewing for a long time, and it spills over tonight at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Smoking Joe Frazier, only 6 feet tall even, 229 pounds, but he hits harder than any man alive. Smoking Joe.
Let's go, Kush, let's go.
In the heavyweight division, there's no one quite like Smoking Joe.
Is that you, Aki, watching? Doesn't matter who is watching. Still gonna smack him up.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
I'm gonna beat that guy up. Watch.
In the red corner, the
I'm gonna beat that guy up.
medalist from Beaufort, South Carolina, the Hall of Famer from the golden era of heavyweight, a heavyweight champion of the world, Smoking Joe Frazier. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic.
The rainfall is not 8-meter depth. You understand, my son. China rules.
Heavyweight champion of the world.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Listen, when you've got two
So I'm ready to fight.
Two fighters that really dislike each other, you're going to get more than a fight.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. These uppercuts are scoring. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That jab gets blocked. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. A perfect counter shot. This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
You fight the swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Missing with the left uppercut. They exchange punches. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Well done with that counter shot. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Missed him with that uppercut. Nice counter shot. The jab not finding its target. Caution being thrown to the wind. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
Well Oh, he's just taking a big breath, and here we go again. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. It all comes down to what you can do on the inside.
You have got long arms and you're the bigger fighter. You've got to keep him out there because you're not good at fighting up close and personal. Very, very good fighters can do that. Very, very good big fighters can do that. But use the jab, use the reach, and use that end of shot power.
The straight right just misses. To see more jabs. They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. The courage on display here is incredible. The halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That uppercut doesn't get through.
This is that running stuff I'm talking about. I'm fine. You see, I've been coming to you the whole game. Now what?
When are we going to see a jab from these two?
I'm going to hit him in the face.
Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. They block the jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Good round. You feel good?
On to the third. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice stop, but that won't score. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
That counter punch caught him clean. There's no way Frazier survives this. Never count out Smoking Joe Frazier.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Here's a scoring blow. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Not so tense anymore, trying to loosen things up. I like it. Catch and shoot. The game plan does not seem to be working.
Get out there and switch.
Here we go to the fourth round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Tars. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
How about that time counter shot? Off the charts action from both of these fighters. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter punch right up the middle. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful. Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brain.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Oh, that punch. Both men step back for just a moment. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Come on, you've let him back in the fight. You're much better than this guy.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
He misses with that straight left. Nice defense, avoiding the right uppercut. Nice counter. Beautiful counter shot. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
I've got to see that again.
That will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues.
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instruction. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Punch, counter punch. Good counter punching. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Usyk couldn't take anymore, and down he goes. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five. Are you okay?
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. They say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this trainer is certainly considering maybe throwing in the towel.
Get focused and get your mind back on the job.
There's the bell for round 6. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
The straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
That counter shot lands. Tried to score with the uppercut. Good defense stopping that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
both won't score. He threw a punch and just got countered. Back and forth they go. Misses with the straight left. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Wow, it's like two different...
Here we go. It's round 7. It's been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter punch. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. And he scores with the counter. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Misses with the jab. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Shot from the gods, they say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you continue.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Misses with the straight left. Give us a second to catch our breath. Good punch. Ten seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. This is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down twice. Corner might be thinking about stopping. There's the bell to start round 8. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight, fiery fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The jab doesn't quite connect. Nice counter shot. The perfect counter lands. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Both fighters landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
A shot from the gods, took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Told him he'd be laying out on the mat, and he's laying out on the mat. There you go.
Accuracy, power.
End of stream.
Perfect. That must hurt.